Hi, Flosstube. It's your girl, Alexis, coming back for Flosstube number 11. I'm pretty sure it's 11. Is it 11?
It's your girl, Kia. Because she want to forget about me. It's
I
Flosstube 11.
I never forget. That was cute. That was cute. Okay. Well, let's just get into it. I know it's been a month since my last video.
Has it?
Yeah, because we filmed at the end of February.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, okay.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened. It's a lot. So, cheers. It's Sunday night. It is, what? 4:46 on Sunday night here in Colorado. Just to say hello to my subscribers. I know I haven't done that part of the introduction. So, hey guys. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming back. For all my new subscribers, thank you for joining. This is a channel about cross stitch, just in case you weren't sure. Cross stitch.
I mean,
and Kia has some things that she is now going to. I think, Kia, do you want to be more permanent or make more appearances? Shall I say? You've been talking about it. Yeah.
I don't mind.
You don't mind? You like being around me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I kind of signed up for it.
Okay, so anyway, this is our channel about cross stitch. We do have. I have been FFOing. Okay, let me just get into live upstage real quick because this is gonna take we're trying to keep this video under 40 minutes.
It's not gonna happen, but let's go.
Okay. So the last time I saw y'all, it was at the end of February, and I had mentioned that my dad was not feeling well and he was in the hospital. Well, right after I filmed that video, I got a week later or so, 2 weeks later, about 2 weeks later, I found out my dad went to about a week later. My dad ended up getting really sick, and he went into ICU and he was on life support. They weren't sure if he was gonna make it. So I flew out to Michigan, and I was in Michigan for 4 days, I think. With him and my sister. We were all out there just trying to help him get better. And I was out there for 4 days. When I left, he was stable, and he's still in ICU, but he's made so much recovery since then. So good news on my dad, he's doing good. He's doing much, much better. He's getting ready to get transferred to a rehab, an acute rehab for his illnesses to help him get back on track and get him strong again. Well, I get home on Tuesday night. Was it Tuesday night? Monday night. And I was Monday, Tuesday, I went back to work Tuesday. Tuesday was fine. Wednesday was fine. Thursday was fine. Friday was fine. Saturday was fine. Come Sunday, it was Sunday night at around 10 o'clock at night. We had eaten dinner. We were on the couch watching TV. I was cross stitching. And I stood up and my stomach started to really hurt. And I was kind of just letting it well, it's not that big of a deal. It's probably just gas or something. I don't know. I didn't know what it was, but I just went about my night, and I went to bed, and I woke up in the morning. My stomach was still hurting, but it wasn't hurting to the point where I was I'm ready to go to the ED yet. So I went on about my day. So around 11 o'clock, I realized that the pain was not letting up. So I messaged Kia, and she's just go to the hospital. And I was go to the hospital. I work in the medical field.
Did not.
No, I kind of
put up a fight.
I did put up a fight a little bit, not a lot, not as much as I normally would have, because I was uncomfortable and I was in pain. So I'm all right. So then around 11 o'clock, I finally decide. I tell my boss hey, my stomach's hurting. I think I'm gonna go. And she comes in and she's girl, you better go. So I'm all right. So I pack up my stuff. I get in my car. I'm in pain. I'm driving home. And as I'm getting off on the exit to get on I-25, which is a major highway for us, I get rear-ended by a semi. And I'm okay, just mind you, I'm in pain. I'm oh God, my stomach hurts. I just want to go home. I want to go to the ED. But I wanted to go to an ED closer to our house because Kia was that way Kia could get to me, and it was just easier for her to see the dogs, and if I had to stay or whatever the case may be, it was just easier. So I'm oh, so I had to wait till the police came and do the whole report. I'm literally trying to waiting for the police to leave, and I'm fine. And so I finally, they finally give me everything. They give me the driver's information. I go about my business. I get home. I get to Kia. She takes me to the hospital because she wanted to drive. And I get to the hospital, and we're late. They're guys, what's wrong? And I'm my stomach hurts. And they're okay, well, we're going to check you for appendicitis. They thought my appendix may have been, bursting or, inflamed. So I'm okay, that's fine. I'm it's either appendix or gas. These are the only things I'm thinking. So they do a CT, and we're sitting in the, what is it called? The exam room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in the exam room, and they come in, and they're okay, well, we see your appendix is fine. And I'm thinking in my head, yes, I knew I wasn't tripping. This is just gas. I'm just being dramatic. And they're but we did see something on your CT. And I'm what? And they're you have a small bowel obstruction. And I'm it's me. And they're yeah, you. And I'm what, me? And they're yes, you. And I'm me. It's my CT? They're yeah. They're and we're keeping you. We're admitting you. And I'm Kia, are you talking to me? Kia's yes.
I was yes.
I was oh my goodness, like how? And they're like, we actually don't have really any clue why. So after like further, I've had a couple abdominal surgeries, and I'm a bariatric patient. So they basically explained to me like after having so many abdominal surgeries, you can get scar tissue, and it like builds up, and sometimes it can like cause an obstruction down there, and sometimes they don't know why, and there's nothing they can really do. Like there's nothing they can do to prevent it. I'm just like,
you're going to talk about the NJ tube?
Never. We're not talking about the NJ. If y'all want to know about the NJ tube, just like DM me, because if you work in the medical field, if you're a nurse or a doctor or anybody who works in the medical field and you're familiar with an NJ tube, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just DM me if you're curious. So they keep me for like what, 3 days? So originally, 2 days, 3 days, because they originally were to have me to stay and just like have this NJ tube in to see if they could like help with the obstruction, let it resolve on its own. But after being in the hospital for like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they got me up to my inpatient room. They're like, well, we don't need to stress you out now, but actually we're taking you into emergency surgery in 3 hours. And I was like,
so if I ever come on the video with gray hair,
I caused it, because I was like, what? No. They're like, yeah, so after looking at your CT, like after like bariatric doctor evaluate your CT and like the surgeon evaluate your CT, they want to do like surgery. They don't think it's going to resolve with just like an NJ tube and waiting it out. So I ended up having to stay at the hospital Monday, Tuesday, and I came home late Wednesday night. Yeah, and then I've been recovering for the last 2 weeks. I feel great. I mean, now that it's like the obstruction is gone and like they fixed it, I feel fine. I feel like I did on Saturday before the obstruction.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm on a restriction. I can't lift more than 10 pounds. I can't walk my dogs. Other than that, I feel fine. I feel much, much better. So that's my life update. Y'all are welcome.
It's a hot mess. That's my life update.
I don't know what has been going on since like November of last year.
It's been trash.
But honestly, it's been absolutely, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been really tough, and the things that have happened to me have been super, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not traumatic, but just like life-changing, right? Like life-changing. And I have like this moment where I'm like, okay, as much as everything has been tough, it could be worse. And everything is like getting better in the midst of like it seeming worse.
Our roller coaster has been like this.
But like things seem to be like riding out this wave, right? Like we're just riding out this wave. But other than that, I feel really good. So I did post like a picture while I was in the hospital. Like, I'm sorry I didn't go home. And quite a few people reached out to me and were like, hey, just checking on you. And I got some people have sent me some like get well stuff and some Stitchy Kindness. So I want to say thank you to all of you who have reached out and concerned and just checking on me to make sure I'm okay. And I know that I've been like MIA from Flosstube for the last like 3 months. Like I come in and out, so I appreciate y'all sticking around and subscribing and staying with me and waiting for this hot mess. The Hendersons, hanging with the Hendos, just saying. So I appreciate y'all. So today I want to talk about FFOs.
Before we start, we should tell what we were drinking.
Oh, go ahead. You can talk about it. You're better at these kind of explanations.
I mean,
education. We'll try.
All right.
We're drinking.
So this is Uncle Nearest.
Yes.
It is actually the founder. He's actually the distiller that created the Jack Daniels that everyone loves. He's the slave that actually came up with the formula in.
Yeah, he was the master distiller for Jack Daniels for a very, very long time.
Yeah. They never gave him credit until 2016.
The original creator. There we go. He's the original creator of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And basically, he was a slave that was owned by the property master, and then a young distiller came in by the name of Jack, and I think his nickname was Jack Daniels, and they worked together.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I Googled it.
Oh.
And they worked together for many years, up until Uncle Nearest passed away. And like Kia said, Jack Daniels just actually started giving credit to Uncle Nearest.
But long story short.
Yes, long story short is this is about women, because this is Women's History Month, right? March is Women's History Month.
Is it still March?
Yes, it's still March. Okay, so this is actually really interesting because I don't know how we came upon this.
I was on TikTok.
And I don't know what happened with TikTok.
I was on TikTok.
SHIT, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have to say it often. Like cussing.
Okay,
go ahead.
But I was on TikTok, and there was a black bartender on there, and she was showing and telling the story of Uncle Nearest on her page. And I was like, and she was telling us that it's owned by a black woman. She actually founded this distillery under Uncle Nearest. And she's basically creating all these different, what would you say, like, what? Whiskey types?
Yeah, like different. So what she did basically, this from what I read her was Fawn, and what she did was she bought the rights to the Uncle Nearest's like distribution or just like his style of like just like creating whiskey, and she bought I guess some property that he owned or something like that, where she was able to like acquire his namesake and his ability to distill whiskey. So she bought it, owns it, and now produces whiskey under the name Uncle Nearest 1884 whiskey. And me and Kia found a bottle.
Yes, and it's so smooth,
so good, so
smooth.
If you guys want to support women, and especially Black women, next time you're in the mood for a whiskey, or next time you're out and about, or next time you just want to buy a bottle of whiskey for the house to pour over rocks, pick up a bottle of Uncle Nearest. I mean, support a Black woman, support the one of the original creators of whiskey and how we drink it today. It was a Black man who created it, and now a Black woman is reproducing it and selling it for the masses. Like,
and this is not all whiskey, just so we clear that up.
Yeah, it's not all whiskey. we're not that tough. It's a combination of whiskey and juice. So we're enjoying that tonight. And back to what I was saying.
Okay. I just wanted to...
Shout out to women, though. Shout out to all women.
Throw her out there. Oh, and it also tells you everyone that is a part of his distillment of that particular bottle, they like put their name on the back of the bottle.
Like who bottled it.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So enjoy. Anyway, Google it, do some research about it, drink it, try it. Let us know if you like it. You can always message us and let us know if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, we will not hold it against you. We get it. Not all whiskey's for everybody, but we enjoy it. Enjoy it. So in the meantime, while I have been recovering, Kia's over here still in my shine. Okay, I have been FFOing. Oh, y'all are in for it. Okay, I have 7 FFOs. And 5 of them were starts and finishes in FFO. Like all start, finish, FFO. Are you excited?
Sure.
Okay.
You were very busy in your craft.
I was in this little room like bing, 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 bing. And Kia's like, coming out? I'm like, no, I'm not coming out. So I only have a couple whips. Kia has 2 whips, and I have a bunch of Stitchy Kindness and a tiny smidge of haul. So let's get into FFOs. Who's excited? I'm excited. Okay. So the very, very first FFO, I think all of y'all saw it. Well, not all of it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you saw it. So I finished this cute little pin drum. Let me turn it around. It's just adorable. Okay, so this pattern is by Puntini Puntini, and it's called I'll Be There For You. And it was a kit I had bought from 123 Stitch, I think. And inside of her kits, because she's from a different country, she makes her own buttons for her kits, and she always includes the buttons with her kits. So I bought the kit a while back, and I was like, oh, I'm doing a bee themed like display in my living or my dining room for the season. It'll probably be bees up until like September. So I stitched a bunch of bee themed things, and I created this. Now this is stitched. Okay, so let me explain this. So I dyed this fabric thinking it was a piece of 28 count white even weave. And I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't pay any attention to what it really was. So I pulled it out for this pattern. Like, oh, that's a perfect light colored, like brown fabric. I'm starting to stitch on it, and I'm like, wait a minute. This does not look like 28 count. I had to do a little bit more research. I realized it's a piece of 22 count hardanger, like Ada, that I had dyed, and I didn't even know. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to continue to stitch it 2/2. So I stitched it 2/2. So really it's like 11 count, right? Because 22 divided by.
When I was looking at it, I was like, what are you stitching?
Yeah, because it's not like even weave. It's definitely hardanger, if y'all can see it. I don't know if it's hard for y'all to see it, but there it is. So I stitched it 2/2, like I treated it like even weave, and it came out huge, which I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then in order to accommodate like the size difference, I had to add a couple stitches down here just so the button would like fit. Because, it would have been like wider than the original. Because I think
it looks good,
32.
You do a good job.
Yeah, I added a couple stitches like in each of the section of the leaf, and I think I added an additional space just to make sure that this little flower fits in between the charted leaves. And then I created a pin drum with this little tiny flower button. I cut the button off, glued it to a pin, and stuck it in. This is an actual pin cushion I made, and then I popped it on top, sewed it in. Bottom is chenille, and then this is white rickrack. And then for the floss on this one, the pattern calls for, I think it's Romney's Creations or DMC, but I actually did a conversion to Classic Colorworks. I just pulled from Stash. I think it was like 6 or 7 colors, and I just pulled my own, and that's that. And here's the bottom. It's kind of messy because it's been sitting down, but
I showed the hive.
Oh yeah.
Look how little it is.
Isn't that cute? It's really cute. So
go all the way, keep going. There you go.
Hey, okay. And then my next finish was this one.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
Oh, it's upside down. There it is. Okay. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. Isn't that cute? And I finished it on some fabric from my scraps, and this is just some like puffy ribbon, or not ribbon, but like trim I had already. I used it for another finish pillow. And then for this one, I did it on a 32 count like optic white scrap. Oh, thank you, baby. Scrap linen. And then it was I did a conversion with this one. So I called for DMC, but what I did was I used the 2 golden colors are the call for DMC, but this one here is Classic Colorworks Jack Black, and then this one here is a limited edition Color and Cotton, didn't have a name. And then down here I also made some more changes. I added etoile, like the sparkly here, and I also added etoile into the bees.
Okay, I see you.
Bodies. And that's what I did with that one. Isn't that cute? And I just sewed it up, like I told you. I'm not doing the cut and nope. So sewed it all, stuffed it, and then.
Oh, you don't do the butt anymore?
No, because I really don't. I'm not good at like putting the felt on the back. Does that make sense? Maybe we'll try again. I'm actually thinking about trying it again, but instead of doing like felt, get some labels made, some iron-on labels.
Oh, like
and
made
then
by Alexis.
Like made by Alexis, and then use that instead. So that's the other one. And then I have this one. This is cute. So this is a pattern by Cherry Hill Stitchery. So when I bought this pattern last year or year before, it was a set of 3 different patterns that came in one pack. It was a PDF. And I stitched one last year. It's that little pin drum right there between me and Kia. It's my very first pin drum. And I stitched it up with the called for Weeks Dye Works, because that's what I bought like a year and a half ago. And it was enough to do all 3 patterns. I'm not going to do the third one. Look, always looking out for me. Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna do the third one, but these 2 are the ones I really wanted to do. And they're cute. And then for this one, it's stitched on a 28 count mushroom Lugana. I just pulled some scrap fabric from my back. And then I'm really excited about this trim. So I tried to do the ruffled trim. My very first time ever trying ruffled trim. But this ribbon's actually really special to me. So this ribbon I've had for 6 years now. So when Kia and I got married in 2018, I made our wedding invitations by hand, and I added ribbon to the wedding invitations.
I actually found one of our wedding invitations.
Did you recently?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
In the room.
Next time we'll show it. Next time I'll show it. So it's really cute. And I used to work at a store called Papyrus, which is like a card invitation store years ago.
She's really good at wrapping gifts.
Making wedding invitations. Like I'm very because of that store and that experience. I'm actually really creative because of that, working at that place. Anyway, I learned how to do custom invitations. So I decided to do our own invitations. So this is a ribbon that I actually ordered and used for our wedding invitations, and I still had some, so I decided to use it on this pillow. I thought it looks perfect. Doesn't it fit perfect?
It looks really good.
Isn't that cute?
I was very impressed with your ruffling.
I think this is rough ruffling. This is my very first time doing it, but I was like, man, not half bad. So that's that one. That's 3, right? Okay.
I did not see the vision for this one.
She did not. She never sees my vision when I come home with a bunch of like random like finishing stuff. I'm like, look at this ribbon, look at this. She's like, I don't get the vision. I'm like, you will. So I finished. While I was in the hospital, I was stitching on this after surgery. I used this I had this in my purse because I was stitching it at lunch before I got sick, and I just took it with me to the hospital, and I was stitching on after surgery. I had some comfort stitching while I was in the hospital since I wasn't doing anything for like 14 hours a day, because all you can do is walk and sleep, and they come wake you up every 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So I just stayed up and stitched. So this is a freebie pattern from Hello from Liz Matthews. It is her bloom. I think she sent out last year springtime, and I stitched it up while I was in the hospital, and then I decided to finish it like this. Isn't that cute? I don't know why I wanted it. I saw this vision of like, I don't know why I wanted it to be extra. I really have no clue.
It's in your blood.
So it's a DMC. I think originally Liz called for this color flower to be here, but I changed my mind. I wanted this pink one to be doubled. It's a little crooked. When I finished it, I realized that the bloom wasn't completely straight, but hey.
You can't even tell.
You can. Look.
You still can't tell.
Okay. Well, Keely can't tell, but I can.
And
then this fabric was actually gifted to me from my friend Trina. She sent it to me, some Stitchy Kindness. And it was like a mottled, like, orangey model. Like, kind of like sherbet, if you ask me. Like sherbet. And it's 28 count or 32. I'm not 100% sure. It's a Jobelin. And I just stitched it up. And then I finished it with the button. So some of these are a little loose. I'm going to go in and tighten them up. But look at that. Beautiful.
Okay, what's there? Vanna White.
This is my favorite. This so far is my favorite finish.
Oh, I like this one.
This one?
Yeah.
This is Kia's favorite finish. And this is my favorite finish.
I told her she should put Beyonce in the corner, but she's not here for it. You have a beehive theme.
We're not talking about Beyonce.
Queen Bee. Yes.
No. I don't. If there's any Beyonce fans, I don't want them to come for me, so I'm not gonna say anything.
It's okay. I got you guys.
So yeah, I just love this, and I am right now really obsessed with this type of finishing with the beaded trim. So if you guys want a tutorial on how to do this beaded trim, let me know. Maybe I'll do that. Start including some of my finishing tutorials. I'm not like a professional. I'm not like Helen D or Vanna. I'm just like a girl who gets like ideas in her mind, and I can't let it go until I try it. But if you're interested in a tutorial on how to do this type of finish, just let me know. Okay. And then for my last 3 finishes. Okay. I have been framing things. Okay. So I finished this and framed it. It's not the best framing. Like I tried to pin it and then I stabbed myself and I was bleeding and then I was blood all over this. So I just stopped trying to pin. It's a long, I tried lacing. I couldn't figure it out. So really it's just like, I guess it's technically out there on their pin, and then like it has like 1 or 2 pins on the side of the cardboard.
It's in there.
It's in there, and then I taped it down.
Don't show the back.
So I'm not ashamed. It'll have paper on it eventually. But this was a what is her name? Oh, I'm blanking. Who does Quaker Spring? Spring Quaker. Rosewood Manor. Remembered. It's a Rosewood Manor pattern that I found from Hirschner's a couple of months back, and I stitched it up really, really quick. It's stitched on a 28 count linen by Fabrics by Stephanie or Fiber on a Whim. Not sure, but it was really pretty, and I did my own conversion for it. I think Milo is snoring in the background, because he's really like, I don't know if you guys can, no, you can't see him. He's right there, and he's starting to snore, so I'm so sorry if you hear a dog snoring.
He'll snore louder if you
and then yeah. That is so true. When you like act like when you're like Milo and he's like snoring, he like acts like he's not asleep and he starts snoring even louder, so you leave him alone. He's like, and I'm like Milo, and he's like, He's like, leave me alone. I'm like, dang, I know you're not asleep. I see your eyes. So, and then I found this frame at the dollar store. I paid $1.25. I'm okay with it now. And I saw it there and I was like, oh, that's a pretty colored frame. So I just picked it up for $1. It's just like I think it's just plastic. But I thought it was really cute. I look cute.
It's super cute.
Okay. And then my last one is, not my last one, my second to last is this one. Boop, boop.
That one looks good. I like that frame.
Thank you. So I tried to frame this as straight as possible, but it was actually hard. Framing square stuff is really hard, especially when you have a line that's straight. Because even if it's like off a little bit, you can see like the. Does that make sense?
I would be terrible at this.
It was not easy, but I framed this. I found this frame at Michael's as one of their like clearance frames. I think somebody maybe ordered it and it didn't work, so they threw it in their clearance bin. It was like $8. It didn't have any like hooks or anything, so it's just a frame. I stitched this for Betsy for her stupid tumor sow, and then I finished this stitch on a 28 count even weave by Color and Cotton, and I think it was called Cottage Stone, I think. And then I did my own conversion for this. Yeah, it's a little crooked.
It looks good though.
Thank you, honey. And some combination of DMC and overdyes. I love it. And then I kind of finished the back already. So I just put some like brown paper, like cardstock paper. And I left a little space here because this one didn't have any like gadgets to hang it with, like any hooks or anything inside. So I've been I have some push pins right there, and it kind of just so I can just sit on the push pins like that. So that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't do the whole cover the whole thing. So yeah,
never would have thought of that.
Yeah, that's why I left it like that. Look at that. Think about things. And then this one is my fave. So as y'all know, I finished this up for Kia's mom. I'm sorry, the glare is not going to go anywhere because she does have glass. The other ones didn't have glass, but she has glass. And I framed it for Kia's mom. So me and Kia were debating on this one because it has like this white mat. And y'all know that I probably wouldn't have done the white mat for myself. I would have just let the fabric, like Dark Queen, just live its best life. But we are sending it to Kia's mom, and she's a little bit more, I don't think traditional, but I think that she would appreciate this style of framing. So I found this frame at Michael's. It's one of their like stock frames, like $11.99, $12.99, and I just framed it.
Looks really good in that frame, though. I think she'll like appreciate the white.
Right, like I do understand why y'all like it because it really makes her like centered.
Yeah. We had a vote.
Yeah, I call like my sister, her sister, and we all voted, and they voted against me. So this one, this one won. And it's just I haven't finished the back yet, but it's almost there. I think I need to actually unframe it and flip it upside down because I think I got this part.
Oh damn!
But it's okay. It won't take me long. And then that's all my finishes. Girl had a lot of finishes. Cheers to all the finishes. Cheers. Cheers. Okay.
I guess I can show my one finish.
Yeah, so Kia has a previous finish, so we want to show y'all.
It's a little dusty.
It's a little dusty. It's been on my bookshelf for like years.
Okay. It's a little projector.
Need help? Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
See, it opens up and you can see the intern.
And it used to actually work.
And then Bash killed it one day, but it used to play a movie.
Like with the little handle.
It was a little cartoon.
Make it up and close so they can see.
Don't spin the handle. I don't know what will happen.
So there is a handle here, and it used to like you rotate this handle, and then this used to go through, and the light comes out, and if you had like a dark wall, you could actually see like a movie playing.
Bash destroys all my little projects.
He does. Let's chew on them on the bookshelf, like he'll get on the bookshelf when he's not supposed to, and like gnaw on them. But yeah,
I have a giant like pirate ship.
Yeah, he's eating that too.
He jumped on top of it.
So it's one of those roker puzzles that she's always doing. I think this is her very first one. No, second one you ever did. Because the submarine was the first one. Oh. And I think this was the second. And then she kind of just followed after that. Okay. That's Kia's most previous finish. Put it over there.
Sure.
Thank you, my love. Okay. For whips. I have 3 whips. And then I have a little... We're 27 minutes. We're going to make it, Kia. Under 40. Under 40. Okay. I got 3 whips. Huh? What's it under 40? I got 3 whips. Kia's got a whip. And then, yeah, we'll just get into it. So... The only whips I had this month because I was FFOing and like recovering from surgery. So I didn't have many whips, but I did put some work in on, hold on. I'm half prepared, y'all, half, because I did not pull this out.
I gotta do mine while you do yours.
It's okay.
Halloween. You started that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, I restarted it. Oh, was it upside down? No, okay, no. Halloween at Hopper and Hollow. I put in some stitches on that. And this is how far I've gotten.
Oh, that's that?
Yeah.
I did not know what that is. I've been staring at it.
It's right there.
It's brighter than what's in there. Did you change the coffer?
No. Well, so it's charted in silks originally, but they have a DMC conversion. And what you see in the picture is the silk conversion. But I'm not spending $300 on silks.
More of my type of speed.
Yeah. So this is how far I've gotten. Boom. I got some little tombstones in, and I started the grass. Then this fabric is an 18-count Ada that I dyed myself.
Huge, no?
Oh, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Remember we saw it at Sherry's store? She had like, I think she had Shores of Hopper and Hollow. Remember that big one? And I was like, oh, I want mine to be that same size. When we went to Colorado Cross Stitcher up in Fort Collins. Yeah. No, it's okay. when I take her up there, she'll be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. And I'll be like, But yeah, that's how far I've gotten on that. And just call for DMC. And then hand dye Ada by myself. Boom. You want to show a whip? Show your cross stitch whip. Because this one... Okay, so Kia's going to show a cross stitch whip. And we're not going to mention the designer nor the Etsy shop that we purchased it from. Only because there was a little bit of controversy a couple months back with this designer. And I'm not sure if the designer has made the requested changes to their Etsy shop. So I don't want to... what's the word I'm looking for?
Promote
them. But Kia worked really hard on this, and she didn't want to stop stitching it because she was really enjoying it. And I don't believe in like just throwing away your hard-earned dollars and work just because of something somebody else has done. So she is going to show you guys and continue to stitch it, and she loves it. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, that she loves it and it's important to her. So go ahead, Kia.
And I love Brandy's floss. I remember her name.
Yeah, Brandy of Stitch Me.
Yes.
Yes. She's stitching this in silk, by the way.
You see it?
I can see it. Yeah, perfect. Bring it down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this is a sampler Kia is working on. It is in Brandy's silk. It's called, I think it was Galaxy.
Yeah, it was Galaxy.
Galaxy. She got a hank of Galaxy. And then this is a 16 count Ada by Brandy. Abby Stitch Me. I don't remember the name of this Ada, but it's just like a purple. And this is how far
my little moose needle.
Kia loves moose.
I love moose.
She really loves moose. And that's how far she's gotten. So after our last video, she didn't have a stitchy bug, but she worked on this like
randomly.
a week after.
I really randomly picked it up because I didn't really care for Wolf.
Yeah, she didn't care for Wolf, so
it was the Ada, not particularly like the
That's what we discovered with that one. I think it was like the Ada was so hard. It's so hard.
It's
I don't even
crunchy.
I'm so close to a finish on that I'm like.
It's not fun to hold.
It's not fun to hold. It's like sharp. The Ada's almost sharp. Like it could cut you. So that's why it's taken, between the two of us, it's taken what, a year? And I can stitch that kind of thing in like 20 minutes.
You're struggling.
I'm like,
it's because when you hold it, it just feels rubbery almost.
No, it feels sharp. It feels like a sharp bush. Like, what do you call that? Yeah, what's that? Okay, remember when you first moved here, you never had those prickly things on the ground that you stepped on? Yeah, so there's like a little tiny little baby tumbleweeds, but they're really sharp. I can't remember what their name are, but they're like, they'll stick in your shoes and your clothes and your boots. If you walk out barefoot, like they're gonna be in your feet, and you gotta be careful with your dogs because they'll get in their paw. And Kia had never seen anything like that. She was like,
"Oh, I've never seen tumbleweed."
Oh, that was funny. She had never seen a tumbleweed.
I only saw them in cartoons. I didn't realize like people. It was a thing. You know? So, people made that up.
No, it's real. And then she like moved here. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "A tumbleweed." She's like,
"Detroit, we don't have tumbleweeds." That's the last thing on our list of things to look for.
That's very. We don't have tumbleweeds. I ain't seen a tumbleweed in the city ever. Low-key barely saw a tree.
You might startle an entire city if it rose through Detroit.
Bro, that's actually a fact. Could you imagine, like, your mom and, like, all your
What is that? Because that's what I did. We were like, when we were driving cross country, there were so many of them. I'm like, can I hit this? What is that?
And I was like, just run it over. It was like, it's not going to ruin my car. I was like, it's not going to ruin
it. It, like, crumbled. I was like, what is that?
It's a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
To this day, Kia's like, okay, it's a tumbleweed.
Yeah, I call them out still.
What else is new? Since you're from Detroit, right? Born and raised in the city, then moving to Colorado, which is like a culture shock on its own. Is there anything else out here besides tumbleweeds that has like, dang, I didn't know that existed or that was a real thing? Anything else? Or just tumbleweeds?
I mean, like the mountains are still like shocking going into them. I'm like a toddler.
Yeah.
Like looking in the mountains, like. I love the mountains, though. I could stay there forever.
Yeah, until you get lost.
Yeah, except at night. I could do without that. But
it's pretty creepy up there at night. So just saying.
Yeah,
we were coming.
They don't even care about any type of lighting situation. They're like, you
it's
up
pitch
here,
black.
Figure it out. You're an explorer now. That's what it feels like.
That's facts. Oh, like you better become a mountain man real quick because you're not gonna make it. All right.
Man.
Okay. Well, go into your whip, and I'll go into my last two.
Okay. Well, my whip.
Show them the box though.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys what they actually look like before I put them together, because I don't think it's like something you can visualize without seeing. Here, take this.
Yes, ma'am. I got your back, girlfriend.
All right. So this one I'm working on now is.
You can just show them this.
How many pieces?
Oh, I don't know. I closed it up so you wouldn't spill anything.
I wanted to show them the pieces.
Okay.
So this is what it's supposed to look like.
There you go. All right.
It's a
music
box.
Yeah, it's from Roker.
A romantic carousel.
Okay, and it's a music box, and then you can show them pull out one of the sheets.
Yeah, I'll just show you like what one of the sheets look like. Well, that one doesn't have many pieces on it. I think this one does.
That one has a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So the pieces look like this. So I have to push them out. They're like laser cut, I believe.
Yeah. There you go, baby.
And you can see like the numbers. It helps you like walk through, but these little pieces break very easily. That's all I'm gonna say about this. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
So let's say over the years of her doing these, some of these we've had to like buy again because she's like snapped them or cracked them.
Like
or...
and sometimes they include extra like
right, because they know it's gonna be a really fragile
piece. They know
piece.
like you're probably gonna break this piece. So here you go. But this is how far I've gotten so far. So I've got like the innards.
You want me to twist it for you?
Yeah. So spins.
You're gonna get it up a little higher so I can see towards the camera. Up higher. Camera's right there.
Oh, okay. Here.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Oh, you can see like the innards. So yeah. I'm very excited about this one. I was very excited when I got the gears to work, so.
Yeah, and then yesterday we were trying to get this piece to be straight. I was like, that's crooked. And she was like, I know.
Yeah, this was a pain. This part was very hard. But you can see inside. I had to like fix it into the metal part in down there. So it would spin. But yeah.
Very cool. Very cool, honey. I had posted on my Instagram, and a lot of people were like, what is that? It's super cool. So that's what she's been working on, a carousel. And I think we have a couple. There's a new one coming out. It's called the Chocolate Factory. The big
that one looks cool.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think she
I also want to do the Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben. Oh, yeah, you showed me that one last night.
It's huge, though.
Yeah.
Like, Bash would probably break it.
Probably. We know in your office, we should get a bigger bookshelf and just
with a case.
Yeah, like a case. Not a case, but like Bash is not allowed. Bash is not allowed in the office because our gecko.
He tries to kill the gecko.
Yeah, our gecko's in there, and he likes to sit on top of the gecko's crate, and like his like body weight, like literally almost like he almost like fell through it. So and like PB, like our gecko tries to like murder him through the gate, through the glass crate. So he's not allowed in the office. So I think that'd be a good place to start putting them.
That's true.
Yeah. Gecko was like, want to fight? Bash was like, I'm just here to eat you, bro. Mm-hmm. That's literally how it is. Okay, and then my last two whips are. Okay, so I put a little bit more work in my Rosina Dissery 1820 by Works by ABC.
It looks so good. I can't wait to hang.
You're so sweet to me. You know how to compliment a girl.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. Last time I showed you guys, I only had like this side done, the words done, and since then I put in this basket, finished this flower, and then put in this little.
You added this one too? No,
that one's already there. Yeah, it was just folded up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then that's my needle minder, and this is on a 28 count Jobelin. It's called Queen's Anne's Lace.
Show the back.
Oh,
this is nice.
This is my.
Oh, you can read it now.
My back, and then it's a little needle minder I made myself, and that's how far I've gotten on that one.
Yeah, that was gonna look really good hanging.
I'm so excited for this one to be finished. I was gonna try. I think I might focus on this one for the next couple weeks. And then my last whip was this one, and this is in honor of my friend Morgan, the honeybee stitcher, and my wife Kia, because she's a Pisces as well.
What is going on?
And I put in last time I showed you guys her. She had like just a little bit of her face done, and since then I put in her face, full face, her hair, and yeah.
That melanin.
Isn't she pretty? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's going to be a gorgeous when we are done. Let me show you.
She's so small on there. She looks so much better on like this.
Fabric.
Because you can like see how.
Her details.
Yeah, she looks really beautiful.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I've been enjoying this one too. I'm going to be starting some other Noras and some other Miras this week, or maybe in the weeks to come. But, I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying all of the Noras, Miras. I've been really gravitating towards them lately, and I don't know why. Stitching pretty ladies is my thing right now.
Hey, we like a pretty lady.
Stop flirting with me, Kia. Okay, anything else? Okay.
I felt like I should channel your dad right there.
Oh, that was facts. Okay, so the only other thing I have is some Stitchy Kindness and a tiny bit of haul. Right?
I don't have a haul.
You have anything else?
Mm-mm.
No haul? Next time you buy something, you gotta show it to the peoples. Okay. So let's get into my Stitchy Kindness. Oh, and then I'll go into plans, and then we'll wrap this up because we're not gonna make 40 minutes. Okay. So one of my really good friends, Melissa, she's on Instagram and she's on YouTube, and she makes Flosstubes as well. She's Starless Stitcher on Instagram. She heard that I was, in recovery, and we talk all the time. That's my girl. So she sent me a really sweet
get well package.
Thank you, honey. Get well package. She sent me some sulky floss, Isn't that cool? Like all springy colors.
What's sulky?
Sulky is a type of floss. I think it was originally used for like regular sewing.
Oh, for your machine.
Yeah, but they realized there was a market in cross stitch.
Oh, it's for cross stitching.
So this is a cross stitch floss that you only have to use one. It's thicker than your normal like DMC, so you only need one strand on like if you were like on your Ada, you could pretty much instead of doing 2 strands, you could do 1 because it's thicker. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to use a little bit smaller count, so like you want to use like an 18 count Ada instead of a 14. It's smaller, but basically it's just like a 1-stranded floss and you can buy instead of having to buy. It's another version of like DMC or my Overdyes. Just another like floss brand out there. And then she also sent me this really I have been holding on to these for a week, so I want to show y'all, but I really want to eat them. So she sent me this little get well, eat well, and inside Key told me those look mighty good, and I was like, not for you, bro. Aren't they cute? The cookies.
It's a hard cookie.
The Me Delicious cookie. I've been holding on to them for like almost a week. So
yeah, we're about to smash.
Smash! Yeah, aren't they cute though? It says get well.
This one's super cute.
I know. I really like this one because of the sprinkles.
Oh, well, that means I can have that.
No, you can't have either one. I'm gonna eat both of them, and you can have a corn. Okay. And then my last couple other things. My friend Kara, she's on Instagram, and she was one of my very first giveaway winners, and she's been on supporting my channel since the very beginning, and she won one of my giveaways, and she sent me something back. I was like, wow, that's so sweet. Like, I was not expecting, like, when I give a giveaway, I'm never expecting anything in return. But it was so sweet. Like, and she had just, like, she didn't know that, like, my dad was in ICU when I got, like, he had just gone to ICU. And I got it on a Friday. And I was, like, literally leaving Saturday morning. And I was, like, literally crying. I was like, my dad's in ICU. And I got such a nice Stitchy gift. And so she sent me these little bags. Look at see, little bunny bag. And inside the bags were, like, that one's really cute too. And then inside were some very springy DMCs. And that was inside of this spring bag. And inside of this bag, you guys can't really see because they're tiny, but some like spring buttons for my finishing. And then she also sent me a pair of like pink snips, like the pink snips that we all love and use. But I think I already pulled them out and using them. I don't know what I do with them. But yeah, just like a pair of pink snips. Oh, here they are. She sent me these as well. Pair of pink snips. And then she also included in here some Fabrics by Stephanie 14 count vintage Tiffany Ada.
Oh, Tiffany.
And then she sent in some more like Valentine's themed items. So sweet. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Melissa, for all the Stitchy kindness and the thinking of me. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate the friends I have made in the Flosstube community, in the Instagram community, because I don't even know what to say. Like, it's been amazing coming into. I used to lurk first for a long time, right? And then I decided just to jump in there and put myself out there and try to make friends, and I've just had so much positive, like, you know what I mean?
Welcoming.
Yeah. And then my friend, my Asia, who is stitching in color, she sent me the Melissa A. Smith sampler as a gift. This is another sampler stitched by a young black girl, and she's stitching it. So I told her I really wanted to stitch it too, and she was so kind to order me a copy and send it to me. And I'm so excited to start this. But I'm looking for the perfect fabric for it, like just how I did for Rosina. This one's going to be stitched and hung in my living room as well. But I haven't decided where yet. But she's much bigger than Rosina, so we'll see. But I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited to stitch her. So that's my other Stitchy Kindness. I think that's all the Stitchy Kindness I got. It's all the Stitchy Kindness I got. Thank you all so much. Y'all make my life. Y'all make my whole life. Okay, and then as for haul, only a little bit. I got another dollar store steering wheel cover. Steering wheel cover. So I went to the dollar store. Oh, God. Are you judging my fake? I don't know what accent that was,
no,
but
this.
Oh. Okay, so I got another steering wheel cover because I don't have this color. I told you, every time I see a color I don't have, I buy it. So I have discovered that I have a hard time seeing 40 count Verdal. Not anything else, not any Adas, not any linens, but 40 count Verdal. For some reason, I have a really hard time seeing the holes. So, and I love stitching on 40 count Verdal. Like, I love the way it looks. I like the plushiness of it. So your girl ordered a pair of those glasses that everybody wears to see. I'm not going to put them on, but
I walked into the living room with that staring at me.
Oh, that's cute.
No.
Now I can see myself.
No, you see why I was dark.
Let me see what you look like.
No.
Oh, wow. No, right there. Stay right there.
E.T. phone home.
You look cute. So I bought these to stitch my 40 count weird doll. So that was mine. I got them on Amazon for like $20, and these are rechargeable ones.
They give me a headache.
They're definitely gonna take some getting used to, because I have really good eyesight, so it's like I don't need them, but they definitely help.
Well, they have different,
like, yeah, yeah, you can go up to like 3.5 times. Mm-hmm. I only use like 1 or 1.5.
Those are like travel.
And then my friend Diana, who is It Is Kismet on Instagram, and she used to make, I don't know if she's gonna still make floss tubes. I've been trying to convince her, but she used to make floss tubes, and she sent me a really sweet card. But she this was from Kara. This is Kara's card. I reached out to her and I'm like, hey, I heard that you used to make bags, and she was like, I mean, I make them from time to time. And I was like, so what about me? You want to make me a bag? And she was like, I'll make you a bag if you're not in a rush. And I was like, I'm not in a rush. I can wait. I can be patient. You're making me a bag. And she was like, I got you. So she made me a bag.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that pretty? She sent me fabric choices. I picked it out.
Oh, I like the innards.
The innards? Here, I'm going to take this out so you guys can see the innards. Kia's over here like innards.
I made this part. Like the purple?
No.
I love purple, so.
There you go. And then she also threw in this little tiny floss catch with the magnet in here for your scissors or your needle minder or your needles. Isn't that sweet? Thank you, Diana. You're the best. So I love that. I have been trying not to use this because I want to show it on Flosstube, but it's been a month since I've had this.
So she's about to use it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to a project. I don't know which project, but it's going to a project. And I think that's it. Was that all my stuff?
That's all your stuff. You made 46.
Boom, I'm done. Yeah. So my plans, quick plans. So to continue working on. Sorry, honey. I'm going to continue to work on Rosina Dissery for the next couple weeks. I am going to be starting Michelle Bendy's Lady Man Sal with the SALacious Squad. I asked if I can join. And they said I could join. So I'm going to start that. The pattern's coming. It'll be coming next week, I think Monday or Tuesday. And then I'm also starting a mirror with my friend Kim, who wanted to start her very first like pretty lady stitch. And I told her whatever mirror she picked, I would stitch it with her. And so she picked I think Aphrodite Mermaid. Yes. And that's coming next week too, and I'm gonna start that with her. So, and then this is the fabric I dyed for Michelle's Lady Man sampler. Oh, Kia really likes this fabric. I've been dyeing fabric. Oh, Kia, can we show them that purple pile of purple? Perfect. I also want to show you that I have been dyeing fabric, and not all of them are good, but look at that. And then this one's my fave. It's a linen. It came out kind of splotchy, but I'm actually pretty proud of it. Oh, we gotta do a giveaway, Kia. I need to do the pumpkin giveaway before we get off this flash tube.
So I was gonna start something too.
What were you gonna start with me?
Remember I was gonna start the horror movie?
Oh yeah, horror movie. Kia might use this fabric here. Yeah. I dyed for the horror movie Sal. So next time we do a floss tube, hopefully in 2 weeks. But I'm not making any promises anymore because clearly your girl can't keep up with anything. So next time I make a floss tube, I will. She'll probably have a start on it because I'm gonna help her kit it up this week. But this is the fabric I dyed for that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then we need to do a giveaway for pumpkin. Last time we had a giveaway was for pumpkin. I just need to pull. I was not prepared. Can y'all tell? Hold on. I just gotta go to the random comment generator. Can you talk to the people while I do this because I was not.
How are you guys doing?
Not prepared, and we gotta do the You gotta do the giveaway for this week too because Aquarius. I'm gonna give away Aquarius. Remember?
Oh.
Is it this one? Instagram.
So you want to use a tagline for Aquarius?
Yeah. So tell them to put a word down below. Pick a word, and we'll give away Aquarius in our next video. Aquarius is by. Let me scooch over. Release me from your hold, woman.
Well, you created.
Sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead, baby. Pick a word for the giveaway.
For January, Aquarius.
Yeah. Like just one simple word that's easy to spell. So.
Oh, Aquarius is not easy to spell.
Yeah, so you pick a word. Like water or.
Are they?
Oh! Sorry, y'all. I almost lost y'all. Oh Lord. Okay, go ahead.
Are Aquarius air signs?
I don't know. Maybe water.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think they're air.
Oh, okay. You know better than I do.
We'll verify that in 2.2.
So you just pick a word. It could be any word.
Any word.
Okay, I just need to share. Get this copy link.
Can I use 2 words?
No, just one. It's easier. Okay, so we got. You can't pick a word.
The word is whiskey.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Okay, what do you say? Let's just say use the word whiskey. Tell us if you like whiskey, if you enjoy whiskey, if you hate whiskey, if you had a bad experience with whiskey. Leave it in the comments below.
If you grew any hair on your chest because of whiskey.
Facts. Okay, so for my last one, just to remind you guys, was to win 2 Pumpkins Bright by Hello from Liz Matthews. I got the YouTube random comment generator up, and we put the word pumpkin in. So let's get the comments. 21, that's it. 21, I feel like that makes sense. 21 comments.
That's a lot.
Well, I thought there was 50 comments altogether. I thought more people entered. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But the word I spelled pumpkin right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you include the...
What?
Include replies?
I know. Still the same.
Oh.
Okay, and our winner is Michelle. You're my winner. Okay, I will comment on your comment and let you know that you won pumpkin from by 2 Pumpkins Bright from Hello from Liz Matthews. And then you can either send me your information in my email, which will be in the drop box below, or you can email me or DM me on Instagram and leave me your information there. So congratulations. And just to remind y'all for the next giveaway. So pre-warning, this is a little bit bent because I had to make a photocopy of it. Everything is still fine in the inside, but it's got a little crease. So if you're not here for the little tiny crease, then I totally understand. But just put the word whiskey in the comments below. Like I said, tell us a whiskey story, tell us a whiskey, I don't know, entertain us with the word whiskey.
Your best night with whiskey.
We're not talking about my best night whiskey. And I will enter in my next giveaway. We will pull a winner for this one. All right, guys. That's it. That's all we got. That's all I got. That's all girl got. Anything else to the peoples?
Mm-mm.
All right, my wonderful.
Keep it light.
Keep it light. Keep what lightweight? The stories?
Flosstube.
Oh, you keeping Flosstube lightweight today?
Light.
It's my laugh. So thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for spending your time with us. Sorry I almost dropped you. I try my best not to do that again. But I love all of you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and Key this evening. Keep being wonderful humans. And until I see all of your beautiful faces again, keep stitching. Bye.